Greetings. This is Professor Welch again, and we have just finished the Greek period with Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, and now we come to the medieval period. And we first start with Thomas Aquinas, and he's very interesting because he learned a great deal from Aristotle and thought very highly of his works. We'll also be talking about St. Augustine, so both of these are very strong Catholic authorities. So we'll first talk about Thomas Aquinas. He was very religious. He saw visions of the Virgin Mary. One of the very important things which he did was to show us how we can reconcile religion with science and faith with reason, that they can be reconciled. In my class, I have students do a debate about the existence of God or the non-existence of God, but really based on Thomas Aquinas, we can reconcile these issues. Aquinas said reason is God's greatest gift. And one of the things that he looked greatly at for reasoning was Aristotle's reasoning. He studied at the University of Naples, and that is where he studied the great Greek philosophers. Unfortunately, he dies at age 49, but he does a great deal of writing books and making his thoughts known during his time period, and he's been canonized by the Catholic Church. So he saw the areas of knowing as secular laws and what you might call natural laws, and then he saw religious rules. And then he felt that science has several sources, and that is a way to obtain information through reasoning and knowledge. And faith in the rules of God is another way to obtain knowledge. And he believed in God because he said he had faith that there was something that started things in motion, and that was God. And to learn more of his college experience, he was a great student. He surpassed all his fellow students in learning virtues. He entered the order of St. Dominic against his parents' wishes and persevered in his vocation. So his parents didn't want him to be a religious leader. He had to go against the family wishes. He studied under St. Albert, and at age 22 began teaching and publishing his first works. So that's amazing that at age 22 he's doing that. At age 31, he received his doctorate degree, and he wrote and preached often and was one of the greatest and influential theologians of all time. He is one of the few doctors of the church. He is the patron of several universities. I think of a cartoon that shows a picture of an old man sitting in a chair, and it says, "In me we trust," and this is a picture of God. So Aquinas trusted greatly in God. He did feel that though people didn't believe in God, they could reason and be rational, and that they could be good without God. One of the main concepts that we get from Thomas Aquinas is the role of the conscience in making moral decisions. Conscience is an inner feeling of the rightness or wrongness of an act, and each person is born with that ability. I think of the Disney movie of Jiminy Cricket that said, "Let your conscience be your guide." And throughout history, there's been a thinking of right and what is wrong.